They speak the loudest in every room. Their words flood conversations, their confidence commands attention, and their certainty feels unshakable. Yet beneath that noise lies a terrifying emptiness, a mind unaware of its own blindness. These are the people who mistake opinion for knowledge and arrogance for intelligence. They live inside an illusion so complete that no amount of truth can break it. Psychologists call this the Dunning-Kruger Effect, the silent engine behind human overconfidence, the reason fools believe they're brilliant while the truly wise doubt themselves. This isn't just a theory, it's the hidden rule of modern society. Scroll through social media, turn on the news, or walk into a meeting, and you'll see it everywhere. The uninformed declaring themselves experts, the loudest voices drowning out the thoughtful ones. It's not intelligence that dominates our world anymore. It's confidence. And that confidence, as history and psychology both reveal, is often born from ignorance. The Dunning-Kruger effect reveals one of the most ironic truths about human nature. Those who know the least often believe they know the most. When people lack skill or knowledge in a particular area, they also lack the ability to recognize their own incompetence. Their ignorance blinds them not only to the answers, but also to the very fact that they're missing something. In other words, stupidity doesn't just make you wrong, it makes you confident about being right. The less someone understands, the less they realize how complex reality truly is, and that false simplicity gives them a dangerous sense of certainty. David Dunning and Justin Kruger demonstrated this through a series of experiments at Cornell University. They asked students to complete tests in logic, grammar, and humor, then estimate how well they performed. The results were astonishing. The students who performed the worst consistently overestimated their abilities, often ranking themselves in the top percentile. Meanwhile, those who performed best tended to underestimate their skills, assuming that what was easy for them must be easy for others too. This showed that incompetence not only breeds error, it also breeds misplaced confidence. The unskilled are often too unskilled to recognize their own lack of skill. But the Dunning-Kruger effect doesn't just live in psychology labs. It rules the real world. You see it in politics, where loud and unqualified voices dominate debates. You see it in workplaces, where the most confident employee is often the least capable. You see it online, where misinformation spreads faster than truth because people believe doing their own research on the internet makes them experts in medicine, science, or history. In a world where everyone has a platform, overconfidence has become the loudest sound, drowning out expertise and reason. The tragedy is that confidence often convinces more people than competence ever could. Machiavelli would have understood this perfectly. He warned that perception often triumphs over reality, that people are persuaded not by truth but by confidence and appearance. The Dunning-Kruger effect is the modern scientific proof of Machiavelli's political wisdom. When fools believe they are wise, they project certainty, and certainty is persuasive. People follow those who sound sure of themselves, not necessarily those who are right. This is how entire movements, conspiracies, and populist leaders rise, not through wisdom, but through unshakable self-belief. The irony is that true intelligence often comes with self-doubt. The more a person learns, the more they realize how vast their ignorance is. This is known as intellectual humility, the recognition that knowledge is endless and certainty is rare. Socrates expressed this thousands of years ago when he said, "I know that I know nothing." The wise understand that reality is complex, that truth has layers, and that being wrong is part of learning. But in a world where confidence equals credibility, the humble are often overlooked, while the loud are celebrated. Let's visualize this through an example. Imagine two people in a debate about climate change. The first has spent years studying environmental science, reading peer-reviewed papers, and analyzing data. She knows how uncertain some models are, how complex global systems can be, and how scientific understanding constantly evolves. So when she speaks, she does so carefully, with nuance. The second person, however, has watched a few videos online and read some Facebook posts. He speaks passionately and with absolute certainty, mocking scientists for being confused. To the average listener, the confident man sounds convincing because his certainty feels reassuring, while the expert's cautious tone feels uncertain. This is how the Dunning-Kruger effect fuels misinformation and divides society. The problem isn't just ignorance, it's confident ignorance. Social media amplifies it to an extreme. Platforms reward engagement, not accuracy. The more outrageous or emotional a claim is, the more it spreads. Algorithms don't care about truth, they care about attention. As a result, millions of people are trapped inside echo chambers where everyone sounds confident and no one questions themselves. When falsehoods are repeated enough times, they start to feel like facts. The Dunning-Kruger effect becomes not just an individual bias, but a collective disease, a social blindness powered by technology. The workplace, too, is infected by this phenomenon. Research shows that employees who are less competent at their jobs often rate themselves higher in performance reviews, while skilled workers underestimate themselves. This creates a toxic imbalance. Mediocrity rises while talent hides in self-doubt. The overconfident demand promotions and leadership roles, while the competent quietly carry the weight of the organization. It's no wonder so many institutions are run by people who believe more in their image than in their skill. The system often rewards confidence more than competence. But the Dunning-Kruger effect doesn't mean that all confidence is bad. Confidence is necessary for growth, leadership, and courage. The danger lies in unearned confidence, confidence without comprehension. True confidence should come from knowledge and reflection, not arrogance or ignorance. The goal, then, is not to destroy confidence, but to ground it in awareness. To be confident enough to act, but humble enough to question yourself. That balance is where true wisdom lives. One reason the Dunning-Kruger effect persists is that humans are wired for self-preservation. Admitting ignorance feels like weakness. Overestimating ourselves protects our ego. In a competitive world, self-deception can even feel necessary to survive. But while it might boost confidence temporarily, it blinds us in the long run. A fool who believes he's wise stops learning. A wise man who doubts himself keeps improving. That's why ignorance reinforced by pride is far more dangerous than ignorance alone. Another layer of this problem is cultural. Many societies glorify confidence, teaching people to believe in themselves no matter what. That's good advice in moderation, but when taken to extremes, it produces people who feel entitled to opinions they never earned through study or experience. The internet culture of everyone's an expert has blurred the line between opinion and knowledge. People mistake access to information for understanding. Reading a few articles doesn't make one an expert any more than watching a surgery video makes someone a doctor. But the illusion of competence is addictive. And once you believe you're smart, it's hard to see your own foolishness. Psychologists have also noted the flip side, the imposter syndrome, where competent people feel inadequate. This is essentially the opposite of Dunning-Kruger. Those who truly have skill underestimate themselves. Because they understand complexity, they see the limits of their knowledge. Ironically, the world needs more of these people in leadership. Those who doubt enough to keep learning, who listen, who seek truth instead of attention. But instead, the overconfident dominate public life, while the self-aware hesitate in the shadows. So how can we escape this trap? The answer lies in metacognition, the ability to think about your own thinking, to regularly question yourself. Could I be wrong? What don't I know? Have I truly understood this? Intellectual humility doesn't make you weak. It makes you stronger because it keeps you open to growth. It's not about doubting your intelligence. It's about respecting the complexity of truth. The moment you think you've learned everything is the moment you stop learning. Machiavelli once observed that the masses are easily deceived because they judge by appearances, not by substance. The Dunning-Kruger effect shows that even individuals deceive themselves in the same way. The fool is fooled not by others, but by his own mind. Wisdom begins when we realize that our perspective is limited. The smartest people aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who know how little they know. In a time where confidence is currency and opinions are louder than truth, the Dunning-Kruger effect serves as a warning. The more certain someone sounds, the more carefully we should listen. not to their confidence, but to their evidence. As the philosopher Bertrand Russell once said, the trouble with the world is that the stupid are cocksure and the intelligent are full of doubt. Until we learn to value humility as much as we value certainty, fools will keep sounding like geniuses, and geniuses will keep doubting themselves in silence. So the next time you meet someone who insists they're always right, who mocks, lectures, and refuses to question themselves, remember, confidence isn't proof of wisdom. It's often the mask ignorance wears to look intelligent. The truly wise, in contrast, carry their knowledge lightly. They speak softly, question often, and never stop learning. For in the grand theater of human understanding, it is not the loud who are right, it is the humble who grow.